and Surana and CUSAT School of Legal Studies Dr. A.T. Marcos Memorial Technology Law Moot Court Competition 2021. It is our esteemed privilege to have with us Advocate Prashant Sugathan and Dr. Veena Rohan as judges for semi-finals round in courtroom 2. Thank you, judges, for being with us today. For the kind attention of the judges, we have here team code TL02, composed of speakers, Speaker 1, Abhit, Speaker 2, Pratyush, and no researcher, representing the petitioner, Minto Biotech Pharmaceuticals Limited, and team code TL08, composed of Speaker 1, Shabi, Speaker 2, Ahmed, and researcher Ayan, for the respondents, Central Drug Authority, in the case Minto Biotech Pharmaceuticals Limited versus Central Drug Authority. If your lordship and ladyship are ready, I would like to invite the first speaker for the petitioner to speak.
Yeah, proceed. Thank you, Lordship. Lordship Counsel, on behalf of the petitioners, seeks permission of this honorable bench to proceed.
Yes, you may.
Much obliged. The council seeks permission to address the bench collectively as your lordships. Much obliged, Lordship. A very good morning. This is counsel number 1 on behalf of the petitioners in the present case of Minto Biotech Pharmaceuticals Limited versus Central Drug Authority. Speaker number 1 shall be engaging the honorable bench for a total duration of 20 minutes, and my learned co-counsel, counsel number 2, shall be engaging the honorable bench for a total duration of 20 minutes. The team shall reserve 5 minutes for these rebuttal rounds. May it please the Honorable Court, may the Council move forward with giving the relevant facts of the case?
Go ahead.
Yes, you may very briefly. Yeah.
Much obliged, Lordship. The Lordship, the Federal Republic of Semantica is a democratic country, and Minto Biotech Pharmaceuticals Limited is a subsidiary company of Minto Biotech Pharmaceuticals Incorporated, which has created a device by the name of Dr. AI in the country, which is specialized in the diagnosis and treatment through the process of deep learning and machine learning. There have been many contentions raised by the Society of Cardiologists of Semantica regarding the device, and that the device can lead to defects and the device can lead to many health hazards related to the citizens of the country. And finally, as per the directions or as per the concerns raised by the Society of Cardiologists, the CDA has finally revoked the license and approval of the license. Following this, finally aggrieved by the decision of the CDA, Minto Biotech has approached this Honorable Supreme Court of Semantica to seek justice and revoke the cancellation of the license in the first place by the CDA. If your lordships are now familiar with the facts of the issue, can the council move forward with issue number 1?
Yes, go ahead.
Much obliged, your lordship. Your lordship, issue number 1 in the present case pertains to the question whether the license given to, whether the revoking of the license and approval given to Minto Biotech is valid. The council would like to present a threefold argument on the same. First, starting with the initial contentions of the CDA, and further, the directions of the High Court to CDA for reconsidering the approval of the license, and finally, the concerns raised by the Society of Cardiologists of Semantica. Your Lordship, it is humbly submitted before the Honorable Court that the revocation of the license is invalid. Your Lordship, it is contended that Minto Biotech is a multinational company which came to Semantica as per the new guidelines given by the government of Semantica, which is named the National Health Policy of 2015. The National Health Policy has promoted the research and development of new technologies in the country. So, giving importance to that, the company came to Semantica and they have developed a new prototype by the name of Dr. AI. Your Lordships, moving forward, Minto Biotech has filed the application in a proper format following all the guidelines mentioned in the Medical Devices Rule of 2018, and they have sought the permission of the CDA to give them the approval and license for the same. Moving further, Your Lordship, the Central Drug Authority, the Council contends, has failed to analyze and interpret the actual benefits arising from the device Dr. AI, because it is the contentions of the Central Drug Authority that the device may lead to any big hazards related to human health, but the council wants to contend that it has been specifically mentioned by Minto Biotech earlier that the initial protocols.
Council, did CDA give any reason why they are, withdrawing the consent or why they are not giving the consent?
Indeed, Your Lordship, thank you for the question. Your Lordship, CDA has asked Minto Biotech to convey the results or convey the protocols that the device might develop in the future. But Your Lordship, this contention or the request by the CDA for conveying the protocols in itself seems a bit ambiguous, because the Minto Biotech has already stated that the protocols that are going to be developed are to be developed at a future point of time. So it seems ambiguous in the first place, because the CDA is asking for those protocols that are not presently here but will be developed at a future point of time. So this is the contention of the petitioners in this regard.
So don't you think how can sorry, sir?
No, please go ahead.
Okay. So do you think CDA can give permission for a protocol which would be, processed in the future? How can CDA do that? CDA can give permission only for those protocols which are there in existence or which have been already identified, right?
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the present case in the moot court proposition states that the directions given by the High Court of Leh, which stated that the devices, that the protocols that the device will develop in the future would be just improvements or improvised versions of the initial protocols. And the council contends that those initial protocols were the same on which the license was actually provided to Minto Biotech.
In fact, the direction of the High Court was to the CDA to analyze whether there's any error in the procedure followed by the device. So it's specifically on the procedure followed by the device. So doesn't it go against that?
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the directions of the High Court regarding the clinical trial of the device, the High Court has contended that CDA should take a trial run where the device's efficiency and efficacy should be understood. And in the trial run that was conducted by Minto Biotech, as per the guidelines of the CDA and the directions of the High Court of Leh, can be seen that there has not been any errors or any negligence on part of the device that was shown in the clinical trials. And that was the basis on which the device actually got the approval from the CDA.
But there was also a specific direction to follow the procedure. I mean, to figure out whether there's any error in the procedure followed by the device. So, what CDA has done down, I would say, is strictly in compliance with this direction given by the High Court. What is your answer to that?
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, if the Honorable Bench could turn to paragraph number 9 of the present moot proposition, it is stated in the last lines that the order of the High Court was regarding the analysis, whether there is any error in the device. And the errors shown after getting the procedure done shows that there has not been any error. So
Not exactly. It's the error in the procedure followed by the device. So what is important is the protocol that you follow. It's not often the result. There's also an emphasis on the procedure, right?
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the council wants to contend that whatever protocols that were fed into the device at that time resulted in the proper, resulted in giving proper results, because the protocols that were present at that time were only followed while doing the clinical trial. So it is contended that the procedure followed by the device or the Minto Biotech was very much in consonance with the directions of the High Court as well as the guidelines given by the CDA.
You're talking only about the initial procedure, right? Initial protocols which is fed into. But we are worried about the future learning of the machine. That is the only concern right now. So what answer you have to say regarding that?
Sorry. Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, about the future protocols that the device would be developing, the council wants to contend that also the High Court of Leh has stated that the future developments of the protocols would just be the improvised versions of the initial protocols. So there would be consonance with the initial protocols, and the device that is going to develop the future protocols would be more efficient, because the device is working on the concept of deep learning. If your lordships would agree, the council would like to get with the actual concept what the deep learning is about. deep learning concepts provide that the deep learning is actually an improved version of machine learning technique. So what happens in machine learning is the machines develop on their own, and they develop as to achieve more efficiency and more accuracy. So
So
what
we
exactly is
understand what deep learning is, but the problem here is you are developing protocols all by yourself, and this is a black box. We really don't know what happens inside. You don't know what happens inside that. That is the whole issue. When you yourself are not able to satisfy even the CDA as to what happens inside the device, because in any medical protocol there is a procedure which is followed. When you talk about clinical trial, etc., it is based on that, based on the research, the analysis, etc., that it is finally decided, and there is also an ethical board and all that, where they decide that this protocol can be followed. But in your case there's a black box. We don't know what's the protocol. Your company doesn't know what's the protocol. So how do we really give a license for something like that?
indeed, Your Lordship. Your
To
Lordship,
add to what my learned judge
Indeed, Your
was
Lordship.
telling, when you look at the medical science, you can see that it is all about evidence-based learning. So, what evidence they have to give? Upon that, only the next protocol is developed. So here, there is no question of we can't understand how you are going to give proper evidence as to what the machine or the Mr. AI is doing, Dr. AI.
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, pointing out to the matter of giving the evidence, the Council would like to contend that the results of the device in itself is acting as an evidence of the efficiency of the device, and that the device is not making any errors. Because if the device is not making any errors for a huge period of over 1 year, because the device is being in function in the hospitals of Semantica for over an year, so there has been no evidences given of any negligible errors, and the results that are very much efficient could be taken as evidence that a device never fails to give any error. So that is the contention of the council regarding the same.
Counsel, in the case of a medical error, there's an error by a doctor. We know what went wrong. What was the procedure followed? What went wrong? In your case, we don't know. So if something goes wrong, whom do we hold liable for that? What happens?
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, if we are trying to attach the liability, then Minto Biotech would obviously take responsibility for the same if there is going to be any like negligence there on the part of the device. But since there has not been any negligence shown till date, the council contends that at least the device should be given
Council,
the approval.
we do agree that till now nothing has happened. But can you give an assurance that nothing will happen at all? Because you yourself are not in a position to clearly state that this is what is happening with the machine. This is the kind of learning which the machine is undergoing. So if the persons who are behind the manufacturing itself, they don't, they cannot give an answer to this question, isn't it? Then how can we expect that the machine will not go wrong at any point of time?
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the Council believes that at a later point of time, there might be some difficulties that could come with the device, but the Council also believes that technology is innocuous, and the mishandling or misuse of technology leads to the leads to any violation of rights of the people or any harm to them. But technology in
See, we
itself
are
is
not worried
innocuous.
about any misuse or anything. What we are worried about is what the machine is going to do next. Who is going to explain that? Who is going to clearly point out this is what the machine is doing, and the machine will be doing this in the future also. So if we cannot get such an explanation, then how can we proceed with giving permission for such a machine who doesn't have any, like the future is uncertain. We don't know what the machine is going to do.
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, to back up the arguments, the Council would like to state that the machine has always been developing in a more efficient manner from the last time. So, and also the initial protocols that were fed into the device are the basis on which the device is developing new protocols. The Council would like to explain this point with a simple example of input and output. Your Lordship, there is some input given to produce some output. So the outputs the council would state are the results. So that plays a very important role. Now that output which is given as results would again be used as input for the next round or for evolving in the future period. So this is the interplay and interchange of output and input in the form, and the importance is given to the results because the device develops on the results and not on the process it is following, because the initial uh, input that is provided would result in some kind of a result, and then that result would be used as input for the next round so that another result could be found. So that is how the council wants to attach the importance of results in the present matter.
Council, in computing, there is this concept of if you feed in garbage, you get also garbage out. So it's a garbage in and garbage out. For example, if in two cases, maybe your machine worked or your protocol worked, but just those cases will be fed in as the basis for analyzing the third case which comes in. So
Indeed.
that there may not be an exact correlation, and for the third patient it may not be applicable, which a human will be able to figure out, but your machine may not be able to do that because it has worked in two cases. So what you are fed in to the machine are these two cases, and yes, the basic protocol that may not even work. So the problem here is we are not also able to figure out what was the protocol used, what was the procedure. I mean, I'm saying you yourself are not sure. For any protocol, any treatment given to a patient, can you tell that this was a protocol done, this was a protocol followed, or it is a black box? That's the question that I asked earlier. It's a black box. How do you really explain like what happened there? And there's also the question of bias, which could happen based on the data fed in.
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, to answer that question, the Council would like to state the facts given in the moot proposition regarding the device being centrally linked to a main system. The Council contends that since the device is like basically in one place and centrally linked all over the world, there are a huge amount of data that the device is completely interpreting. And after interpreting such huge and analyzing such huge data, the device is developing. So the device is looking at all the subjectivity and irrationality associated with all kinds of patients around the world. So the protocols that the device is following are there in the centrally linked system, and according to that protocols, the device is functioning. So if that answers the question of your lordship, can the council move forward?
Now we are getting into a lot of technical issues, which maybe this court may not be able to decide that. What about the procedural aspect? Was there anything wrong in the way the CDA conducted this whole exercise?
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, to answer that question, the Council would stress upon the fact that the principles of natural justice has been violated by the CDA, because one of the important principles states that the person should hear the other side, or there should be a hearing of the other side. But in the present case, the Council would like to contend that CDA did not even give a chance to hear the company Vinto Biotech, and they themselves took to and they revoked the license. They should have given at least a chance for the company to hear the present matter, or to give the company's side to them so that they could accordingly decide. They took a period of 1 month to actually revoking the license, and they did not even for one send a notice of a summons so that the two of us could actually discuss on the matter. So that was the first thing that the council believes was violated by the CDA in the procedure. And also, moving forward, the council would like to state that if there is a decision taken by the central drug authority that concerns such a big company functioning at a global level, then the company should have taken the importance into consideration before actually revoking the license.
See, as far as the CDA is concerned, their concern is mostly the public interest and the emergency involved. It needs, but I mean, essentially, be the how big your company is or how small your company is, right? When there is a public emergency and when there's public interest involved, there are exceptions to the principles of natural justice also.
Indeed, Your Lordship, the council agrees to that, but the situation of emergency or any urgency, that is one of the exception of the principles of natural justice, has not arisen yet, because such emergency could have arisen if there would have been any actual default or any actual wrong which was done on the part of the device. But as we can see, there has not been any harm done to any of the persons till now by the device. So, looking at the exceptions, the council believes that one of those won't apply here, and the council should have, and the company should have given a chance to at least present their point before the central drug authority.
Isn't your company, I mean, losing control of the algorithm of the working of the AI, Dr. AI itself? Isn't that a case of emergency where you don't have a control over your device?
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the council agrees that the company does not have control, but the control is not over wholly the device. The control is over the initial protocols that was fitted into the device. The company has control over the device, but the company is now unable to understand what was the initial protocols. But since the established protocols or the new protocols that are developed by the company are in line with the approval of the CDA, so the council believes that there has not been any serious
Council, this is all
control
your
lapse.
presumptions, isn't it? This is all your presumptions. It is in consonance with the protocols which were agreed upon earlier. This is all your presumption because you yourself doesn't know what kind of protocol is being developed by the machine right now, isn't
Indeed,
it?
Your Lordship. Your Lordship,
So how
that
can
is
you say it is always in consonance with the those protocols which were earlier accepted and approved?
indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the council would state that that is the reason the council is stressing upon the fact that the importance should be given to the results of the device, because the results of the device, as in the order by the High Court, was stated. If the council could get extension of time, would like to move forward.
Sir, I think they should wind up right now, isn't
Yeah,
it?
they should. We can conclude.
Please wind up. Just take one more minute. That's it. Please wind up.
Sure, Your Lordship. So, Your Lordship, in the final submission, the Council would like to highlight the importance of the results and not the process that was followed by the device. And the importance should be given to the results because the results of the device has always been very much efficient, and the efficacy of the device with which the device is working throughout and for the whole period of more than 1 year should be given importance, and the larger public interest should be seen, and the motto or the bona fide intention of the company behind getting the larger interest of the public and providing for the betterment of the humankind should be given importance by this honorable court. And the contentions of the Minto Biotech regarding the device and the revocation of the license should be put on hold, and there should be a proper chance given to the petitioners to hear out the matter in front of the CDA. So that is all contended by the council number 1 on behalf of the petitioners. It was an honor arguing before the court.
Counsel, before you conclude, I just want to ask you one question. You have quoted one case, Jacob Matthew versus State of Punjab, in your memo, right?
Indeed,
Can you
Your Lordship.
please tell me which jurisdiction this case is from?
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the council would like to take a moment to refer to the case.
Jacob Matthew versus State of Punjab. In my understanding, is 2005 Supreme Court decision, Supreme Court of India, isn't it? You have included that under the foreign judgments. I don't know what made you think that it is a foreign judgment. It's a very famous Indian case. Along with that, you have written one more, Spring Meadows Hospital versus Harjo Ahluwalia. That is also a Supreme Court case of 1998, where you have written it as a foreign case. Now, the last question: what is the spelling of council?
COUNCIL.
Right. But you have written COUNCIL in 3 pages, 3 different places. 3, no, not 3, 4 places in your memo. So these are the small mistakes you will have to look into, okay? Especially when you're submitting your memo in front of the court.
The council apologizes for the same. And
No problem.
regarding the cases, I guess there has been an error from the side of the petitioners, and the council would like to apologize for the same.
Go ahead, no problem.
So, and that's all from the side of the council number 1, and it was an honor arguing before this honorable bench. Now my co-counsel would like to continue with issues 3 and 4.
The second counsel for the petitioner seeks permission to address the bench collectively as your lordship. Much obliged. Your lordship, the counsel shall be engaging the bench for the total duration of 20 minutes, and during the course of his submissions shall be addressing issue number 3 and issue number 4. May it please the Honorable Court, the Council seeks permission to proceed with the submissions of Issue 3. Your Lordship, Issue 3 pertains to the question that whether the self-developed protocols of the device, which are not in conformity with the established protocol could be permitted to be followed in the diagnosis and treatment. Your Lordship, before moving further, the Council would like to highlight one very important quote and relatable quote by Sir Swami Vivekanand, which says that society is an organism which obeys the immutable law of progress and change. Judicious and cautious change is necessary for the well being and indeed, Your Lordship, indeed, for the preservation of the social system. Your Lordship, on a very positive note, the Second Council for the Petitioner very humbly submits before this Honorable Supreme Court of Sementica that the self-developed protocols of the device should be permitted to be followed in the diagnosis and treatment. Due to the reasons being, firstly, the self-developed protocols will aid in the development of the healthcare industry. Secondly, Your Lordship, because the device created by Minto Biotechnology is in good faith and for the betterment of society. Your Lordship, the petitioner very humbly submits that the introduction of self-developed protocols has been a marker, Your Lordship, a marker of development and has provided accurate results since its inception, which will aid in improved disease treatment. Your Lordship, it is submitted that if the goal, Your Lordship, if the goal is to secure the trust among stakeholders, then the accuracy of Dr. AI relative to viable alternatives must be, Your Lordship, must be a central concern. Your Lordship, in the present case, the accuracy level of Dr. AI have been proven repeatedly to be immaculate in comparison to the same procedure carried out by the human interventions and the doctors. Your Lordship, the petitioner submits that Dr. AI will only get smarter with the increased volume of accumulated data and as well as the new medical research resulting in the improved disease treatment. And Your Lordship, the Council seeks court's attention on the
Council,
para
let
number.
me interrupt here.
Yes,
Council,
ma'am.
we don't have any problem with your discovery or your invention or anything. We are happy that you have discovered or the new technology and all. But the problem here is the technology is being applied on human beings, living human beings. So society at large is there. Society is at stake. So, what answer you have to say with regard to that? If you yourself is not convinced about what kind of protocols are being used by the machine or the device.
Your Lordship, thank you so much for the question. The Council would like to answer the same. Your Lordship, when it comes to the results or when it comes to that what exactly the protocol should be and how the device will go, Your Lordship, the major concern and the Council would like to highlight the major point which everyone should focus regarding the device is the accuracy level, Your Lordship. The accuracy level is 100%, as well as my co-counsel, even just I mentioned that if the goal, Your Lordship, is to secure the trust of stakeholders or for the health of stakeholders, then the accuracy of Dr. AI is relative to viable alternatives, Your Lordship.
So, what if somewhere it goes wrong? Will you be in a position to take the liability?
Your Lordship, thank you so much for the question. Your Lordship, the company Minto Biotech is fully aware with all the proceedings and all the things, and Minto Biotech is fully aware and Minto Biotech is fully ready to take all the responsibilities because the council would like to highlight that Minto Biotech is not any small company. It is a global level company. If the company is investing in any country, if the company is there in any country to promote the research and methodology for the development, the full-fledged ready, full-fledged prepared for all the consequences, Your Lordship.
See, the term itself is of a self-developed protocol, right?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Where there is, if you take the protocols which have been in existence for a long period of time, those are all backed by evidence. There are like various phases of developing these protocols. There are various boards to decide and sit across whether this is ethical, which can be used in humans. There are various levels of tests which go in. But what in this, you bypass all that, and just based on data which your device collects from various sources, you come with new protocols. So there is no research methodology followed as such, which is accepted by the medical field, the medical practice. How can we bypass all that just by software?
Lordship, thank you so much for the question. The council would like to answer the same. Lordship, the petitioner very humbly submits and contains that, as my co-counsel mentioned, that the Dr. AI, the device, will only get smarter with the increased volume of accumulated data, Your Lordship, and the new medical research resulting improved disease treatment. And the council wants court's attention on the para number 13 of the proposition, Your Lordship, which talks about the same. If Your Lordships permit, the council can read the para number 13.
Yes, go ahead.
Please go
quickly.
Thank you, Lordship. Your Lordship, the para number 13 states that all Dr. AI devices around the world were centrally linked to a master system which collated all the procedures done by the devices throughout the world and use the data therein for improving the already fed procedures by using artificial intelligence to evolve, Your Lordship, to evolve the new procedures by the device. Your Lordship, as well as the Council would like to highlight the second point and one of the most important points, that the learning curve of the system was exponential as a result of analyzing the diagnostic procedures and the large number of complicated invasive procedures performed with the assistance of the device and the derivative information gathered from that.
See, for let's say any objective measurement of any medical procedure, any new molecule that is developed, etc., you should be able to duplicate any result. So a result which works for one person will work for another person also. So it is done over maybe thousands of let's say patients, and you start from laboratory animals and then go to human beings, etc. All those procedures are bypassed here, and you're just basing it on data. And something which is maybe works for a population in South America based on the specific conditions there may not work for a population in, let's say, maybe the state of Tamil Nadu. So there are a lot of factors which comes in which a doctor working in that region will have an understanding of what happens there. What could be the diseases which are prevalent there? See, as far as your mission is concerned, it just looks at data. It doesn't go beyond that, right? And there is no human intervention at all, where everything is done by this device.
Your Lordship, thank you so much for the question. The Council would like to answer the same. Your Lordship, when it comes to the device or the data, Your Lordship, the Council would like to highlight the data are from the treatment and from the diagnosis process of the patients only. The data embedded in it or the procedures which Minto Biotechnology is followed or the medical device is followed is through the data of the patients, Your Lordship. The data is not embedded by any another person. It is the data of the patients only. And on the basis of that particular data, that the particular medical device is developing day by day, Your Lordship. And the Council believes, the Council would like to highlight few more instances of the medical devices which the country is witnessing now, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, when it comes to the health sector, we have so many medical devices at last, which is helping, Your Lordship, which is helping the medical fraternity today. For example, X-ray machine, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, when the doctors are using X-ray machine, obviously there's slight chance of getting patients harmed by those ultraviolet rays, Your Lordship, but still doctors are able to, all the practitioners are able to recognize everything through the X-ray machine, Your Lordship. Ultrasound machine, Your Lordship, the same thing. And Your Lordship, the council would like to highlight, and the council, even I was discussing with my co-counsel that the councils are feeling privileged that we are arguing before this honorable bench even in this pandemic, virtually only because of the technological advancements, Your Lordship. And Your Lordship, the council would like to highlight that if that particular moment when all the companies were innovating such platforms, if someone had interrupted at that moment or the society had denied to adopt the same, I don't think, Your Lordship, the council didn't think that it should be the process. Or Your Lordship, when it comes,
Since you mentioned the pandemic, for example, take your mission. Before it comes, when the pandemic was in its initial phase, let's say your mission comes across such a patient, it doesn't have any previous data to look at. To figure out what is the problem with the patient. But as far as a doctor who is looking at the patient, he has more understanding of the issues involved than your mission, because your mission only looks at past data, right? Your mission is only fed with past data of patients in different parts of the world, and then the protocols which are available. And this is something new, which is before your mission. How will your mission do that?
Your Lordship, thank you so much for the question. Lordship, firstly, when it comes to the pandemic, the council would like to highlight that when it comes to the any country's reputation or any country's responsibility to save their citizens or save their patients, Lordship, in the pandemic, so many doctors died because of the particular interaction with the patient. Your Lordship, if at that particular moment the medical devices should if could have been there, then Your Lordship, those medical devices could save so many lives. Firstly, and secondly, Your Lordship, if at that particular moment, if there should be no technology, if there could be no technology at all, then the duration of 2 years, that duration of 2 years could have harmed so many sectors, Your Lordship, the education sector.
Counsel, all these are your assumptions. We do agree there are a lot of positive aspects which are related to technologically advanced machines and all these things. We don't have any problem with that. We are happy to welcome any new technologies. But our sole problem is that when a machine is working without knowing what it is doing, like only the machine knows. I don't know whether the machine itself knows it or not. Only the data which is given to it, it is working on that. Apart from that, nobody else knows anything about the functioning of the machine. If we give permission for such a machine, understood, there will be it will be considered as a precedent also, isn't it? So there may be such other machines also which will come definitely in the future. So in such a situation, how we can regulate these kind of intrusion, or what do you say, use of these kind of technologies in, especially in the health sector. We are worried about the health sector, but because here we are talking about human beings, we are dealing with the human beings, not just any other objects or anything. We are dealing with the human beings. So how can we ensure safety 100%? This is the sole question, and that is why we are asking whether the process also shouldn't be looked into or just the result. For the time being, yes, we do agree the results are all good, but that doesn't mean that it will be good throughout, right?
Thank you so much, Your Lordship, for the question. The Council respects the views of the Lordship. Your Lordship, the Council would like to highlight that in the proposition, in the point number 13, it is clearly mentioned that the data, Your Lordship, the Council would like to highlight again that data which are embedded in it, or the data which the machine is getting, it's all the records of the patient's disease or the treatments or the diagnosis. And Your Lordship, at the same time, the Council would like to highlight when it comes to see the results or the processes of the patient, that how exactly efficient it is. Your Lordship, the Council would like to highlight those particular instances where the CDA pointed out and CDA found that the accuracy level is 100%. Your Lordship, the Council very humbly contains that if, according to the suggestions or ordered by the High Court of Leh, CDA just regulated a test for the error or for analyzing the efficiency of the medical device. They found that the device is 100% efficient. There is 0% error. Your Lordship, those particular errors and those particular efficiency levels are of the patients, are of the data which were embedded from the patients only. So directly or indirectly, it is for the benefit of patients only, Your Lordship. The data are not of any other person or not any other machine.
I disagree with that. Your co-counsel argued that this is based on deep learning, right? When you talk about deep learning, it is essentially you feed in data of various other patients who are consulted with you, or the information that you got from various hospitals. It's based on this that your doctor AI devises a treatment or a treatment protocol. So it's based on existing data. It's not based on the patient before Dr. AI. It's also based on the historical data which is already fed in. Now, when initially the permission was given, the license was given by CDA, your device only had the initial protocols which were approved. Now the problem is that you yourself have developed new protocols, which is now parallel as far as the medical field is concerned. Nobody knows, right? So how do we trust such a protocol? Just because your device says, we cannot do that, because as far as the procedure is concerned, for any protocol to be accepted, any medicine to be accepted, there's a set protocol, there's a set procedure. You can't bypass all that. There's a legal framework, there's a statutory framework for that. How do you bypass all that just because it's a machine?
Thank you so much for the question, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the Council would like to highlight that when it comes to the deep learning process, the Council would like to very humbly contain that the deep learning is the advanced form of machine learning, Your Lordship. And Your Lordship, when it comes to the deep learning process, it is the advancement or it is the next version of all the patient's data. Your Lordship, it is a positive sign that if a data is in the initial stage And if the device is going in another stage, at what could be the implications and how we should go, it is a positive signature, Your Lordship. And when it comes to the deep learning, again, Council is stating that, Your Lordship, the deep learning is the advanced form of machine learning. Machine learning starts with the basic, Your Lordship. So we are going, the Council states that the Minto technology is going from the basic to advanced version. And, Your Lordship, this is the time for the change, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the Council very humbly argues and very humbly submits that the Minto Biotech came in the year 2015 when the government of Sementica came with the National Health Policy 2015 for the development of research and the mechanism development. Lordship, with the same Minto Biotech came here to help the government. At last, Your Lordship, it will help the medical fraternity as well as the citizens of country only. We only need change, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, society, the rule of the change is the rule of the society, Your Lordship. With further contentions, the Council would like to highlight very few points. Your Lordship, firstly, the petitioner very humbly contains and submits that in the advanced time, Your Lordship, technologies are getting preference because of less complexities and more efficiency. At the same time, Your Lordship, at the same time, human errors are getting increased in so many ways. Also, Your Lordship, human errors can be skill-based, rule-based, or it can be knowledge-based, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the Council would like to very humbly submit that skill-based errors are execution errors. And whereas the remaining two are planning based. And Your Lordship, according to the data, most human errors, 61%, are skill based, Your Lordship. Lordship, with further, the Council would like to highlight one very important concept in which it is mentioned, Your Lordship, that the self-developed protocol will work through the artificial intelligence mechanism, Your Lordship. Artificial intelligence mechanism. And Lordship, which will evolve through the deep learning. As my co-counsel is when I mentioned that the deep learning is the advancement of machine learning from the basic to advanced. At last, the result is the benefit of the patient, Your Lordship, and which will work through the algorithm. Your Lordship, if the Council would like to highlight one very famous case of Bandhwa Mukti Morcha versus Union of India, where the Honorable Court stated that it is the duty of the government to provide best healthcare facilities to every citizen. Your Lordship, Minto Biotech is supporting that particular case law and supporting the government to safeguard the rights and safeguard the health issues or health conditions of the government of the citizens of the country. Your Lordship, the council, if Your Lordship's permit, the Council would like to move with the fourth issue.
Yes, yes.
Much obliged, Your Lordship. Lordship, before moving further, the Council would like to highlight one very important and very famous quote by Sir Great Philosopher Packard, that the betterment of society, Your Lordship, the betterment of society is not a job to be done, to be left to a few, but it's a responsibility to be shared by all. Your Lordship, with the same, the Council for the petitioner very humbly submits before this Honorable Supreme Court and requests my learned opposite counsels to be a change and to let the change happen, Your Lordship, for the betterment of society and mankind. Your Lordship, with the same, the petitioner very humbly submits before this Honorable Supreme Court of Sementica that Dr. AI, being a very highly beneficial technological improvement, should be considered as acceptable because the
So,
self-development.
Council, one more question here. So,
Yes,
you
Your
mean to say that the technology which is used by Dr. AI should be left unregulated? Is that the whole point which you're talking about?
No, Your Lordship. Thank you so much for the question, Your Lordship. The Council wants to impinge, Your Lordship, that the great responsibilities when it comes to the betterment of society, for the well-being of the society at the large scale, then we all should come together for a great contribution, Your Lordship. The Council wants to add those points, Your Lordship. The Council's intention is very clear, Your Lordship. The Minto Biotech is not a local company, Your Lordship. It is dealing on the global level. At last, Your Lordship, it will help the government, Your Lordship. In so many instances, we have so many technologies, Your Lordship, when it comes to the health conditions, we have 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G. All is there, Your Lordship. If you will see in the country of Sementica, at every house there's a tower of 3G or 4G or 5G. People are also get affected by those also, but government is taking revenues from that. So, Lordship, it is another thing. We have to look for a change, Your Lordship. It is the high time to change something. With the same,
Are you saying that just because there is some revenue involved, we should accept your contention and allow this unregulated?
Thank you so much for the question, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the Council was stating that the revenues are involved in those things where when it comes to the telecom department, the 2Gs, 3Gs, and 4Gs. Your Lordship, the Council would like to highlight that this company this company, Your Lordship, the council seeks permission for extension of 2 to 3 minutes to complete all the
No,
remaining.
last 1 minute. Please wind it up so that the next party can be heard now.
Yeah, thank you so much, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the council would like to highlight that the council is registered under Companies Act 2013 as a company limited. Your Lordship, there is no revenue attached, and we are not here for the revenue, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the revenue the council is stating regarding the telecom companies which they're getting, and they are affecting health conditions. Your Lordship, within a 1 minute, the council would like to highlight the legal points of the argument. Your Lordship, the device created by Minto Biotech specifically disclosed that the procedures encoded in the device were in tune with the standard operating procedures followed by the medical fraternity. And Your Lordship, the same was mentioned in the point 6 of the moot proposition. Also, it is not against the established protocol, as well as Your Lordship, Minto Biotech also stated that the subsequent implementation of the procedure would be self-learning by the device through artificial intelligence embedded in it. Your Lordship, the council would like to highlight that law should be an instrument of social change. Your Lordship, with the same, the petitioner very humbly contains that in constitutional system, the central and the most characteristic feature is the concept of rule of law. Your Lordship, and the principles of rule of law gives two very important concepts. Firstly, Your Lordship, I just need 1 minute to bind up.
Yes, that time will be deducted from your rebuttal time.
It's okay, Your Lordship. Thank you so much, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the rule of law gives two very important concepts. Firstly, supremacy of law, and secondly, role of courts. And it is important to understand, Your Lordship, that law, while changing social needs, must recognize the technological advancements, Your Lordship. And it was very well mentioned in the case of Dhania Martin versus State of Kerala. Your Lordship, with further, the council states, these kind of advanced setups are need for the society. And Your Lordship, if the law fails to respond to the needs of the changing society, then either it will stifle the growth of the society and choke its progress, or, Your Lordship, or if the society is vigorous enough, it will cast away the law, Your Lordship, which stands in the way of its growth. And the same was mentioned, Your Lordship, in the very famous case of National Textile Workers Union versus P. A. Ramakrishnan. Your Lordship, with the same, Council would like to highlight one very famous instance. Yes, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the Council would like to highlight the views of the Chief Justice of the People's Court of India, Sir Honorable Justice Krishna Iyer, sir. In the case of State of Punjab and another, was a Shamlal Iyer emphasized on the need of ignoring the technicalities to give way to justice, Your Lordship. And Your Lordship, I want to highlight one famous judgment by the Kerala High Court. And the Council would like to highlight that the Kerala High Court, it was said that the comments made by him, Sir Krishna Iyer, are not of a person who is vituperative or who wants to bring into disrepute the judicial system of the country, but only of one who was exhausting the people for revolutionary change, Your Lordship, for the revolutionary change in the outlook concerning problem of judiciary. Your Lordship, with the same, on a very positive note, requesting the honorable bench as well as my opposite co-counsels, the petitioner very humbly submits that courts must maintain the social balance by interfering where necessary for the sake of justice and refuse to interfere where it is against social interest and public good. And Your Lordship, the same was also mentioned in the case of State of Maharashtra was Prabhu. Your Lordship, at the last, if Your Lordship's permit, the Council would like to move further for the prayer.
I think your time is already up. Yes, quickly. Very
Yes, Lordship.
quickly.
Thank you so much, Your Lordship. Wherefore, in light of the issues raised, arguments advanced, authorities cited, it is humbly prayed that this honorable court may be pleased to adjudge and declare that the action of CDA in revoking the approval and license of the device is invalid. Secondly, the results produced by the device is important to be considered while giving the approval and license to the device. Thirdly, the self-developed protocols of the device shall be permitted to be followed in the diagnosis and treatment. Fourthly, the highly beneficial and efficient technological improvement should be considered as acceptable. The Lordship, and pass any other order that this honorable court may deem fit in the interest of justice, equity, and good conscience. The Lordship, indeed, it was great experience and pleasure arguing before this honorable bench. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Counsel. Court officer, please confirm what is the time which is left for their rebuttal. Sir, I think we can start with the next argument. Next slide.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, speakers, for the petitioners. Now, with the permission of the judges, I'd like to invite the first speaker for the respondent to speak.
With your permission, the council takes permission to address the bench collectively as well.
Yes, please.
Much obliged, Your Lordship. Greetings for the day. This is the council on the behalf of the respondents in the case of Minto Pharmaceutical Limited versus Central Drug Authority for the purpose of hearing before this honorable court. This is council number 1, and I will be dealing with the first 3 issues, while my co-counsel will be dealing with the 4th issue. Counsel 1 will be taking the first 25 minutes of the court, while my co-counsel will be taking another 15 minutes of the court, saving the rest of the minutes for the rebuttal. If your lordships are well satisfied with this scheme and are well versed with the facts of the instant case, the council seeks permission to move forward with the argument.
Please go ahead. Counsel, do you have a microphone, headphones or anything? Please, yeah.
Am I not clear?
Now it is clear. Now it is clear. Now it is clear.
Much obliged, Your Lordship. Much obliged. The first issue that the council will be dealing today is that whether the action of CDA in revoking the approval and license of the device is valid. Your Lordship, before starting, the council would like to submit and bring the court's notice to the fact that the petitioners have not argued on the questions of law whatsoever. Even there has been no submission regarding the violation of natural justice, as it should have been dealt with the fact that it was mentioned in the last line of the factual matrix. However, Your Lordship, the respondents submit that the respondents want to clear all their stance on the questions of law, and therefore these arguments will be in the light of the questions of law with respect to the constitution of Semantica. Your Lordship, starting with my arguments will be in a twofold manner, stating how the present order is reasonable and how there has been no violation of natural justice in the present. Your Lordship, the first submission that the council would like to make is, it is humbly submitted that the method of imposing a restriction and the procedure provided for putting into operation constitutes the procedural aspect of any action. The aspect of procedural reasonableness for natural justice is derived from the Article 14 of the Constitution of Semantica. Furthermore, Your Lordship, when a law provides for procedure under which exercise of rights might be restricted, the court must consider it to determine if the exercise of rights is reasonably restricted. Your Lordship, it is pertinent to note that in the instant case, the public health and the use of the state-of-art AI medical device are in conflict, and in such circumstances, it becomes necessary as to see which right is to be given precedence. The aid of reasonable person's test is usually taken to ascertain which right is to be implemented when both cannot exist in the presence of the other. This is decided based on what is in the best interest for the public at large. Your Lordship, furthermore, it is contended that in the case of Vincent Parikur Langara versus Union of India, it was held that the right to maintenance and improvement of public health is included in the right to live with human dignity enshrined in Article 21. Thus, it becomes a duty upon the state to fulfill that obligation with full sincerity and commitment, Your Lordship. Moreover, it is important to mention that technical team of Minto Biotech in the instant case was not capable of identifying the amount of self-learning done by the device, even with the help of the experts in the medical field, and they were unable to predict or even think of what the device would be doing during the next diagnostic and invasive procedure. And Minto Biotech has also lost its control over the procedures and the protocols followed, thereby causing potential risk to the patient Semantica. Your Lordship, the next contention which the council would like to make clear is there is no violation of principle of natural justice, as in the case of emergency, the competent authority, that is the respondent in this case, holds the capacity to deny the right to notice, as mentioned in the case of Mohinder Singh Gill versus Chief Election Commission. Moreover, Your Lordship, there is obligation to give notice and opportunity to be heard would obstruct the taking of a prompt action, especially action of a preventive or remedial nature. So that's a preventive or remedial nature. Right of prior notice and opportunity to be heard may be excluded by the implication. Furthermore, Your Lordship, the principle of post-decisional hearings was propounded by the Supreme Court in the case of Maneka Gandhi versus Union of India. For this situation, the Supreme Court set out the rule that if in the interest of the general public, quick action was fundamental and it is impractical to manage the cost of the hearing before the decision, it ought to be managed after the decision thereafter. Thus, Your Lordship, the order of the CDA does not violate the principles of natural justice. Your Lordship, in the present case,
Counsel, your action, the action by CDA, doesn't it violate the specific directions given by the Honorable High Court? There was a direction given by the Honorable High Court to look into various factors, and then you give the license, right?
and that it does not contain any error that can be committed by the humanity. Your Lordship, but it is important to note that it has within a short span of time, when the device was implemented all over the country and a lot of people started using the device, CDA got a big data of the patients and the data set, which became the basis of a study of the device. That now that it has been put into motion, after some months, we are able to identify what shortcomings the device has.
Counsel, but even now there is no question that there are errors. Nothing has been identified of that sort.
Indeed, Your Lordship.
We don't have any concern that the end result of the machine is wrong. It is correct. It's like, much better than the human intervention.
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, however, the Council would like to contend that Dr. Perfect. Your Lordship, I would like to bring to notice of the court that who was Dr. Perfect? Dr. Perfect was a team of the experts who created the device itself, Your Lordship. He was the inventor of the device. A statement coming from the inventors and the creators of the device that the device can turn disastrous to the healthcare sector makes a very prudent and very for the attention of the CDA in this present case. Your Lordship, this has been coming from a credible authority, the inventor himself of the device. This has not been a statement by some experts or some doctors. This is the inventor of the device itself, Your Lordship. That is why
it was also
involved.
Right?
Yes, he was also involved in the creation of the machine.
Indeed, Your Lordship. Indeed, Your Lordship. He was a part of the team of the inventors, Your Lordship. Moreover, the cardiologist in this particular device, since we are presuming that Dr. AI was used in the field of cardiology, the cardiologists of the country of Semantica have also been issuing statements. Your Lordship, saying the device may malfunction is one thing, and saying the device can turn disastrous to the healthcare sector is another thing. Your Lordship, this latter holds enough gratitude to form an opinion by the authority, Your Lordship.
Have you given Counsel? Have you given a copy of these complaints, copy of these representations to the company? Shouldn't they be heard on this? Shouldn't their reply also be considered?
Thank you for your question, Your Lordship. The Council would like to intend that the present order passed by the CDA is an interim order which only said that the devices all over the country should be stopped until further orders. The revocation of the license has not been made yet as something officially. The device has only been made to be stopped from using. Moreover, this was made as a prompt and immediate attempt after the claims made to the CDA, after the submissions made to the CDA by the Semantical Medical Association, as well as the Society of Cardiologists of Semantica, Your Lordship. So, therefore, this is an interim order, and it has been well mentioned in the fact sheet that this particular device should be stopped until further orders, Your Lordship.
Counsel, to put it very clearly, can I ask you one question? Are you in favor of the doctors who are practicing in this field? Are you supporting the doctors, and doctors may be fearing also that their practice would be disrupted by the invention of such machinery, isn't it? Are you in favor of the doctors?
Much obliged, Your Lordship. I would like to answer this question very straightforwardly. Your Lordship, Dr. Perfect was not only a doctor in this field, he was the inventor a part of the team of the inventors, Your Lordship. In the first place, if there is a constant fear for such experts and doctors that these AI devices might be a hindrance in their profession, Your Lordship, then why would in the first place they be a member of the creation of the device, Your Lordship? That is a very important question that has to be brought to the notice. That Your Lordship, here the Dr. Perfect.
But those who are opposing the machinery right now, they all belong to medical associations, isn't it?
Indeed, Your Lordship. I would also like to quote the order passed by the High Court of Leh. The order passed by the High Court of Leh also stipulated the CDA to take the suggestions and the interpretations of the expert on this device, Your Lordship. The High Court of Leh was also right, yes, in holding that the decisions and the interpretations of experts matter very much in this particular situation, since artificial intelligence comes from a scientific background, and it contains certain complications and certain intricacies which only the expert can figure out, Your Lordship. As mentioned by my co-counsel very well, that it is a deep learning algorithm, Your Lordship, and deep learning algorithm can only be rightly studied by the experts in that field itself, Your Lordship. Now, since in the present case this is coming from the experts, Your Lordship, then it is of some credibility, Your Lordship. Moreover, I'll reiterate that it is an interim order. The CDA might look forward to give another trial and hit and trial examination to the Minto Biotech, Your Lordship.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, the clarification to the proposition says that it has to be considered as a revocation of the license.
Your Lordship, however, indeed, Your Lordship, however, in the factual matrix, it has been clearly mentioned that the CDA ordered, if you may allow me, Your Lordship, I would like to quote the certain paragraph in regard to my present contention. Your Lordship, on on paragraph number 19, page number 8, the last line mentions that taking note of this, CDA issued an order on 18th February to stop using the device, immediately in all hospital facilities until further orders within the territorial limits of Semantica. Your Lordship, no such order of revocation as officially has been circulated right now. And moreover, this is an interim order which has stopped the use of device since a grave concerns of the lives of the people in the present case is at hand, Your Lordship.
See, it also has has a definite impact on this company. I mean, the company which is maybe listed in various stock exchanges, it also affects their right to conduct a business. Specifically against Article 91G, right? And if you have not even heard them, you just heard one part of the story, a representation which a group of doctors gave you and decided.
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the Council would like to submit that since the current apprehension has been made on the credible sources, moreover, Your Lordship, the right to practice their business cannot oversee the right to health by the citizens of Semantica, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, as a state, I cannot work in a way which I keep the right of business of this particular company prior to the right of the lives of the citizens of my country, Your Lordship. CDA has thus solely issued this order as a prompt and urgent order only in the context of the right to life of the health and the health of the citizens of Semantica, Your Lordship.
But there is no data which these doctors have given that it affects the right to life of persons, right? There is nothing credible which shows that it affects people.
Indeed,
if you look at the results are just great. So why should we be against such a technology?
Indeed, Your Lordship. However, the Council would like to intend that, Your Lordship, the state, as in the CDA, the respondents in the present case, cannot sit for any case to turn up which shows that how this particular device turned out to be disastrous for a patient's health, Your Lordship. Since I would like to reiterate that the statement from the experts and the inventors of the device was enough credible for the CDA to base its decision, and an apprehension of fear that it might turn disastrous. In the present situation, the CDA did not find itself fit to sit back and relax for any case to come up and then take action.
Counsel, even then, one more question. Even then, I have a doubt here. So initially, CDA was not very convinced about the machine, isn't it? The device.
Indeed, Your Lordship.
So
Indeed, Your Lordship.
CDA had to wait for the High Court order to give one more trial run and then approval, isn't it?
Indeed, Your
So
Lordship.
after that, it was all going perfect. And was CDA closely monitoring what was being done by Dr. AI?
Indeed, Your Lordship. the CDA closely monitored the hit and trial which was done before giving the license to the Minto Biotech, Your Lordship.
My question is,
When-
after giving the license
Indeed, Your
also,
Lordship.
was it constantly monitoring what was happening with Dr. AI?
Thank you so much, Your Lordship. The council is coming on this particular intention that after the giving of the license, the device was put into use. And it has been mentioned in the factual matrix with no stipulation of time as to when the experts took notice of this particular thing, but it has just been mentioned within a short span of time, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the assuming but not contending, the respondent humbly submit that after the short span of time that was given for this device to be put into use, and the data sets collected by this device within that time was enough for the CDA and the experts to form an opinion that the device might turn disastrous. And
But
also,
counsel, for us altogether, it seems to be like, very vague. Initially, CDA was not ready to give permission. Then CDA gave permission. After that, CDA did not look into it at all. And all of a sudden, the doctors who were also involved in the, invention of the machine, they are telling all of a sudden, in a very short span of the time, they are
Indeed.
telling that the machine may go wrong. And just
Indeed, Your
upon their words, CDA took action also. So
Indeed,
is
Your
it all, don't you think it is like, something fishy, some problem is there in between? There
Indeed,
is
Your
a caucus going on between the doctors and the CDA, isn't it?
Indeed, Your Lordship. However, the Council would like to again intend that the present order is just an interim order, Your Lordship. The CDA does not deny that the petitioners will not
So
be given
CDA
another
mean
hit
to
and
say
trial.
that CDA has just listened to the concerns expressed by the doctors and put hold of the use of machine for
Your
the
Lordship,
time being. Even if it is
much obliged.
for the time being, it has done so, isn't it?
Much obliged for your question, Your Lordship. The CDA has based its decision, the very first point, on the experts, not the doctors, Your Lordship. The experts of that particular field. Moreover, Your Lordship, the CDA's decision is a preventive order, Your Lordship, a remedial order in this present case. It is again, I would like to reiterate, it is an interim order which only stopped the device from working, Your Lordship. No revocation of license as such in an official manner has been done yet. The CDA has just stopped the device, and Minto Biotech, aggrieved by this decision, as argued by my learned co-counsel, moved to the court in the violation of natural justice. Your Lordship, again, I would reiterate that in the present case, there's no violation of natural justice with this present order which has been passed by the CDA, Your Lordship. It is just an interim order, and the CDA and the respondents fully take the responsibility that in the future, if they think, they will conduct another hit and trial before revoking the license of Dr. AI any further, Your Lordship.
So again, one more question: why CDA did not look into the situation and do any kind of they did not look into any data or anything before stopping the procedure or asking them to stop the use of the device?
Indeed, Your Lordship.
Why was so much of why was the reason for such a quick decision soon after these doctors telling that this machine may go wrong somewhere? CDA simply took an action, isn't it? So what was the
Indeed, Your
reason for such a quick decision without even hearing the other party?
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the council would like to contend that if CDA took a small span of time to study the data sets and to make a study based on the opinions of the cardiologist, meanwhile, a patient goes to a hospital and gets affected by the device, Your Lordship, CDA find itself responsible for the same, Your Lordship.
But counsel,
terms of
again,
ethical-
it is all presumptions, isn't it? It is all presumptions. Still now, nothing has gone wrong. Everything is going perfect.
Your
So
Lordship,
you are presuming all of a sudden, just because some doctors came and told CDA that this may go wrong somewhere, CDA immediately took an action
indeed, Your
and
Lordship.
asked them to stop the use of machine.
Yes, Your Lordship. Your
See, the
Lordship,
problem is
about this.
your order doesn't mention anything, right? You just consider the representation and decide to act on that. There is no basis for your order. There is no
Indeed.
data which is on which your order is based. How can you take such a decision without any basis, without any thought process on your part?
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the council would like to intend that in the present situation, the CDA got a clear apprehension again, I will say that yes, I will accept that the CDA's decision is based on the assumption of Dr. Perfect and other experts. But I would also like to state that the petitioner's arguments are also based on the assumption that the protocols and the processes are only self-learning and self-evolving. They will not cause any effect to the health of the citizen, Your Lordship. And the CDA is also
Counsel, you
ordered.
are for the state. You cannot act on apprehensions. You cannot base your arguments on what the petitioner's counsel has said. You are the
Indeed, Your
state.
Lordship.
You've got a responsibility,
Indeed, Your
which is
Lordship.
much higher.
Indeed, Your Lordship. Thank you for the question. I would like the council would like to make this contention that as of now, Your Lordship, I humbly submit, as of now, there has been no permanent order issued by the CDA in the present context of Dr. AI. The CDA has only asked to stop the device since it may affect even if a single life. It would be disaster. It would be a burden upon us and on the ethical grounds, Your Lordship, that the CDA is a competent authority for checking these activities of the medical devices. Therefore, this was just a preventive measure, an interim order, Your
This
Lordship.
problem was there with you even prior to the giving of approval. That is why High
Indeed, Your
Court
Lordship.
had to intervene and you had to conduct the experiments, everything before giving the consent, approval.
Indeed, Your
Isn't it?
Lordship.
And after
Indeed.
that also it was going on well. There was no evidence to prove that the machine had gone wrong even once.
Indeed, Your Lordship.
But what prompted you all of a sudden to think that it may affect the lives of the people? This is the whole question which we are feeling, we are not convinced about your arguments.
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the first contention for replying your question, the council would like to make that in the first hit-and trial, as directed by the High Court, to take the opinions and the suggestions of the experts, CDA conducted a hit-and trial on a sample of population for that particular Dr. AI device. Your Lordship, now when it has been put into use, and a short span of time has been passed with this device already in use. CDA now has a data set of more patients on which and the experts and other cardiologists have an opinion about the device because of the device's use on more number of people, Your Lordship. That was a hit and trial run on a sample of population, Your Lordship. And right now we are dealing with the situation where Dr. AI is implemented in most of the private hospitals of Semantica, Your Lordship. Thus, in the present situation, the graveness of issue is more. And we have got enough time to reconsider a decision of license. Moreover, Your Lordship, again, this is an interim order. The CDA will conduct another hit and trial on the Dr. AI and will then possess a permanent order. And if at any sort the CDA's order is in a violation of the rights of the petitioner, the CDA would like to argue on that basis. Since there has been no claim made by the petitioners in the present case that any of their rights have been violated, the CDA just forms its firm ground on the basis that it has an interim order. The CDA will give opportunity to the petitioners and the same will be done in the furtherance of this order.
Yes, go ahead.
If Your Lordships allow me, I would like to put my next contention that why the process of the device should be considered and not the result of the device should be considered. Your Lordship, since the present era finds an inadequacy of the law and the rules on which the AI works, the respondents have studied various research and articles and studies from all over the world, and the working of AI medical devices all over the world is how it is operated. Your Lordship, the first contention that the council would like to make is that for certain AI device holds a great promise for healthcare, Your Lordship. We accept this fact, but only when it crosses certain ethical and moral barriers, Your Lordship. It is contended, Your Lordship, there should be an acceptable behavior on part of the AI device. It should be clearly and easy to be understandable manner. It should perform in an easy to be understandable manner, Your Lordship. Therefore, it is of paramount importance that every step taken by the AI should be taken into consideration while judging the efficiency, Your Lordship. The acceptable behavior of an AI can only be interpreted when each and every step of the AI can be examined, Your Lordship. Another contention that the council would like to make in this regard is that algorithm adaptability and safety can only be determined through the process, Your Lordship. Adaptability, consistency, and accountability are aspects that ensure that an algorithm is learning from its mistakes and successes, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, it becomes therefore very close to keep an eye on each and every process of the AI device, Your Lordship. In the present case also, as the Minto Biotech mentioned, that yes, the new protocols will might be an improvement, but might also be different, totally different from the initial FEDET protocols, Your Lordship. There's a clear state of uncertainty on this part, Your Lordship. And since it was the statement, I would like to quote the statement which was quoted by the expert, but it is shocking to accept the fact that the way in which the device is unlearning the old information to it and getting out of the control of its manufacturers, Your Lordship. It is very much important to note that a particular device is getting out of the control of its manufacturers, Your Lordship. This brings the very much firm ground for the CDA to base its decision. Your Lordship, with the shortage of the time.
There was a judgment of the High Court where you were a party, which specifically talks about the results, right? And since you are bound by that judgment, shouldn't the focus be on the results? How can you now say that it has to be the procedure?
Your Lordship, again, I would like to reiterate, the High Court itself says that the present act is incompetent to deal with the technological advancement, Your Lordship. Moreover, the High Court said that the expert's opinion should be taken in this regard, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, now when we have a clear interpretation of the whole situation, and moreover, the opinions of the experts, Your Lordship, and moreover, we know that the present act is incompetent. Your Lordship, therefore, the respondent humbly submit that since this is the prayer of the respondent, that the present act should be made competent by keeping in mind that the process followed by any medical device should be considered instead of the end result, because process is also of utmost importance. Acceptable behavior, accountability, and adaptability can only be judged by the process. Your Lordship, the council takes just 1 minute of the court to move forward to the next issue, and I will just complete it in just 1 minute, Your Lordship.
Just 1 minute, that's it, okay?
Just
you have
1
already
minute,
taken extra time now.
Just 1 minute, Your Lordship. The council will be very much obliged, Your Lordship. Much obliged, Your Lordship. The third issue says that whether the self-developed protocols of the device, which are not in conformity with the standardized medical protocols, could be permitted to be followed in the diagnosis and treatment. Your Lordship, the first contention that the council would like to make, that for any device, any AI medical device to work successfully in a nation, it is important that it is culturally accepted, Your Lordship. There are instances, a study conducted by the team at WISA said that trust issues by the public for certain new technological advancement in medical devices makes a very prominent role in the cultural acceptance of the device, Your Lordship. Now, as in the present case, the opinions were made by the experts, the Society of Cardiologists and the Semantic and Medical Association. It created a negative impact not only on the CDA, Your Lordship, but also to the people of the Semantica, Your Lordship. It was all over the news. It has been said in a seminar, and everybody knows about this intricacy. Moreover, Your Lordship,
But I don't think the facts have mentioned anything with regard to this, whether the public opinion is against or not. I don't think anything has been mentioned in that regard.
Your Lordship, much obliged, Your Lordship.
Again, it is your assumptions.
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, when any kind of stoppage has been done in any new intervention, it gets all over on the internet, Your Lordship. People are comfortable with the technologies that these days. If a new technology is coming into action, it is available on the internet. If the new technology is being stopped, it is available on the internet again, Your Lordship. Thus, the respondents have formed an opinion that it cannot be culturally accepted in the present case, since there is a prominent threat to the trust issues in this present case.
How can cultural acceptance be a valid argument, counsel?
Much obliged,
Any
Your Lordship.
technology, it may not be accepted by people. I mean, something new. How can that be a valid argument in a constitutional court?
Indeed, Your Lordship, that is not a valid argument, I agree, but that is a persuasive argument, Your Lordship. Since the rights of the people and their health is of utmost importance in this case, Your Lordship, it can be considered as a sub-contention, Your Lordship. It is not the only
the health should be paramount, not the beliefs or the culture.
Indeed, Your Lordship. Right now, the belief in the cultural, by the cultural acceptance, we mean the people's acceptance of the device, Your Lordship. The people's acceptance in this particular case, Your Lordship, when they are of the opinion, they are seeing a situation where the experts are dealing and saying such things about the device is totally
Counsel, what we believe is that it's all based upon assumptions.
Your
There
Lordship,
is nothing which is mentioned in the facts as well. And we have a legal system, we have a constitution, we have the legislative framework here, we have the policy framework here. So I don't think cultural acceptance is something which we need to argue also.
Your Lordship, the
And
council has
moreover, your time is already crossed, so you will have to wind up right now.
Yes, Your Lordship, just answering to your question.
No,
Your
we are
Lordship,
winding it up.
Much obliged, Your Lordship. The council would like to invite speaker number 2 for the presentation.
Your Lordship, if it may please this Honorable Court, Council number TC2 seeks permission to put forward the issue number 4.
Go ahead.
Much obliged, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, before the Council submits its argument, the Council would like to bring to the notice that the petitioners submitted the devices following protocols that are embedded in the master system. But the Council would like to refer to para 13 on page 6 of the fact sheet, that it is clearly states that the master device is used merely for storing the procedures and diagnostic done all over the world and not for storing protocols, as there are no established protocols and procedures, since AI device, in this case Dr. AI, is using deep algorithm which are perpetual to change and nothing can be established. Your Lordship, the fourth issue that we shall be dealing as the Council for Respondent is whether a highly beneficial technological improvement. The permission to report to Your Lordship. Whether a highly beneficial technological improvement be considered as not acceptable only because of the reason that it's against the established protocols and expertise and for not fitting into the existing legal framework. Your Lordship, it is humbly submitted before this Honorable Court that the action of CDA in revoking the approval and the license of the device is valid. The submission in this regard has been made by way of threefold arguments. Your Lordship, it is humbly submitted before this Honorable Court that in a recent report of collaboration by Google with Moorfield Eye Hospital, it has been observed that the protection of citizens' health data is key area of responsibility for those handling sensitive data for AI purposes. Healthcare organizations will have to respond to growing cybersecurity challenges, and policymakers will have the responsibility of enacting the laws that ensure careful governance and security arrangement for the stored data. Your Lordship, another such example that the Council would like to state is that in July 2017, the UK Information Commissioner's Office ruled that the Royal Free NHS Foundation was in breach of Data Protection Act 1998 when it provided personal data of 1.6 million patients to Google DeepMind. Also, the patients were not properly informed about the processing of their data as a part of test. Thus, Your Lordship.
Also, you're talking about data protection and other matters which are not relevant to this issue, right? We still don't have a case that any data was leaked or there was any harm caused to any patient or any individual.
Your Lordship, indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, firstly, the Council would like to tell that this issue does not specifically deals with Dr. AI, but it deals with further wider aspects and AI in general. It is not bound with Dr. AI or the device. So this issue is the arguments that I have submitted.
I believe your issue is mostly about the legal framework, right?
Indeed, Your Lordship.
So how is this, what you're explaining even relevant to this?
Your Lordship, I would like to state a case study in Einstein versus Google in Project Nightingale by Google and Ascension, in which I would like to state the facts of the case. In this, Nightingale violated no laws regarding the health data. So there was a clear breach of confidentiality of patient as trusted by the hospitals. Patients are not asked to share their consent for using it for the further process. And the patient's privacy was seriously disrespected because the data were not automized and prior it was transferred to Google. The Lordship, protection of data is important in this matter because...
Counsel, you're again going on the issue of privacy of the patient and data protection. That is not the issue that we are dealing with here, right? I don't think even CDA has a case that there was a violation of privacy of an individual or a leakage of data.
Your Lordship, but if we try to understand the facts of the case, in the whole process, nowhere it was mentioned that when a patient goes to the hospital, the consent was taken from him that his data, along with being used for his procedure, is being transferred to a device that will further be used for other development and protocols to be made.
Were you not aware of this when you gave the initial license? Those aspects were before you.
Your Lordship, indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the council was aware of those assumptions are before too.
If your lordships may allow, council number 1 seeks to answer the question of the respected lordship.
Sir, with your permission?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Much obliged, your lordship. The council number 1 submits that for the question of your lordship, that this present contention that has been made by my learned co-counsel is in the light of the usage of such AI devices in a general form, your lordship. This does not particularly concerns with Dr. AI, your lordship. My counsel is trying to imply that as in the present situation, the devices are connected with one central device, there is a possible threat. There's a possible threat. Not that it is a definite threat, but there might be a possibility of infringement to the
Council,
right
when
of-
we have very clearly drafted issue before us, why we should, roam around with the presumptions and assumptions here also? Why we have to waste our time listening to this?
Your lordship, the language of the issue says that whether a technological advancement which is not in the framework of the expertise and legal framework should be accepted to be put in use or not, your lordship. This contention has been made by the council in the view of the language of the issue that any technological advancement, your lordship, since the issue did not mention that why Dr. AI should not be considered, but it mentioned that any advanced technology, your lordship.
See, nobody has a case, including the doctors' associations or CDA themselves, that there was a leakage of data. There was no sufficient protection of data. So how can you come up with such a contention now? Such a contention is not there in your order. It's not there in your memorandum. So how can you bring up such a contention now?
Indeed, your lordship. As far as the legal framework of the present situation is concerned, your lordship, the contention has been made that such devices might possess a threat to the right to privacy, your lordship. It is not saying that in the present situation there has been an infringement to right to privacy, but it might create a threat for the right of privacy, your lordship. This is a simple contention on the part of the respondents. The possibilities that can occur with the technological advancement.
What has changed over a period of 1 year? Wasn't this before you when you gave the license? And that's not. Wasn't this before you when you gave the license? The technology has not changed. The systems are the same. It's only the data and the procedures which have changed, right?
Indeed, your lordship. Your lordship, the council would again humbly submit and reiterate that not only Dr. AI, your lordship, the council are of opinion that any advanced technological device, as going by the language of the issue, there's a possibility, your lordship. There's an apprehension that it might affect the right of privacy. In the present situation, we are
council
not
in that
at all
situation. Council in that situation, even medical records, especially electronic medical records, also there is a high chance or possibility that there may be a data leakage or privacy and confidentiality issues.
Indeed,
so that means it is not at all possible to give permission even to use electronic medical devices. Medical records. I'm sorry, electronic medical records.
Indeed, your lordship. The council would like to answer your question in a manner which says that your lordship right to information of a citizen is also very important in this present case, your lordship. As I take the example of the present case, Dr. AI, your lordship, it has been mentioned that the informations were fed to a central system. However, your lordship, this is absent from the fact sheet that whether the patients were informed about this, that their records are fed into some central system or not, your lordship.
Council, you made a reference to MS Gill versus Union of India. The one ratio in that case is that you cannot improve upon your order. You cannot improve upon what is already stated in your arguments, in your memorandum. You never had such a case. Now you are bringing in the new issues of privacy, data protection, etc. How can that be even accepted at this stage?
Your lordship, this particular issue, again, the council will reiterate, this particular issue is not made in the light of the order passed by the CDA. We are only arguing on the grounds that whether advanced technology can be accepted if it does not conform with the legal framework or not, your lordship. We do not submit that the Dr. AI infringed the right of privacy. We do not accept at any point that it happened. We're only contending that such AI medical devices have a possible threat for such activities to happen in future, Your Lordship. It is a very generalized view, Your Lordship, keeping in regard the language of the issue and not particularly for Dr. AI.
Sir, I think we'll have to listen to the speaker
please proceed.
now. Yes.
Please proceed.
Your Lordship. Your Lordship, another contention that the Council would like to state is any AI device acting independently or not cannot violate second law of robotics. Lordship, the second law of robotics stated by the father of robotics, Isaac Asimov, clearly states a robot must obey the orders given to it by human being except where such order would conflict the first law. Your Lordship, it is humbly submitted that machine learning has the ability to independently make increasingly complex decisions and continuously adapt in response to new data. Your Lordship, these algorithms don't always make ethical choices. One of the reasons is algorithms are typically rely on probability as they operate on prediction-based analysis. Secondly, the environment in which it operates may evolve or differ from what algorithms were originally developed for. Your Lordship, the Council would like to cite an example on machine learning-based diagnostic system that uses skin images as inputs in detecting skin cancers, which fails to make correct diagnosis because of the nexus between some color of someone's skin may vary with race or that of the person's due to sun exposure. And the diagnosis decision hasn't been adequately captured, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, such information is often not available in the electronic health records used to train the machine learning models. Furthermore, Your Lordship, in the instant case, as stated in para 18 on page 8 of the Moore proposition, the medical fraternity around the world has shown its concerns towards Dr. AI, stating that it was out of the control of the manufacturers. Furthermore, Your Lordship, it was shocking to accept the fact that the way in which the device was unlearning the old information fed into it and developing the new algorithms that would be disastrous for the healthcare sector. Also, Your Lordship, after the consideration of the above reports and examples, it can be concluded that device can have extremely harmful effects on human life and medical industry in the future course of action, and therefore its usage should be stopped. It is impossible, Your Lordship, moving on to our next submission, it's impossible to understand the predictability of the device. Your Lordship, another contention that the Council would like to make is because of the complexity, it may not always be possible for the users to anticipate the behavior because it is not possible to analyze what an AI device is going to do in advance. This can be exacerbated when AI systems are goal-oriented, interacted with real-world environments. Your Lordship, the Council would like to state another example of financial trading Kim Knight Capital Group, which was wiped out by technical glitch in 2012 that led their algorithms to execute 4 million anonymous trades in 45 minutes, resulting in $460 million of loss. This happened even though Knight's Capital Group's automated trading algorithms were relatively simple to today's cutting-edge AI methods, interacting with the real-world environments. Your Lordship, learning systems generate fraud outcomes if their goals or objective function is improperly specified. This can happen in two possible ways. One is if the goals do not take into account simple important factors, and therefore pursuit of the goals results in some negative sides or harms. Your Lordship, the Council submits that even when AI system works perfectly, accidents can still occur if the user do not fully understand the system's limitation or the feedback that it gives. When these accidents occur, observers frequently blame the human user, but the true cause is the breakdown between human and machine. The Council would like to add up to the world's famous self-driving cars of Tesla, which runs on autopilot, has reported 11 accidents since 2018. In these cases, human operators of highly complex automated system failed to understand the information the system was trying to give. Your Lordship, it wouldn't be wrong to say that Dr. AI is analogous to the novel Frankenstein, in which by Mary Shelley it was said that in which a monster was created by a scientist and caused destruction, which resulted in man versus nature. Concluded.
I have a question. So you gave a license to Dr. AI based on the current legal framework, right? There was a litigation before the High Court. You had, after considering all the aspects, you gave the license. I believe that was based on the statutory framework. So what has changed now? Why do you think that this is not in tune with the statutory framework now?
Your Lordship, firstly, the council would like to state that initially, when the High Court of Law ordered the CDA to give reconsider the device, the CDA conducted the hit and trial on the device on a very small sample data that was available. And when the tests are conducted on small samples as compared to the larger population, the results vary, and the results of the larger population will always exceed. The Lordship, furthermore, the Act is incompetent to deal with the atrocities of AI. May I know how much time is left, Your Lordship?
The time is
I
over.
think conclude now.
Yeah, the Lordship, the Council seeks 30 more seconds to summarize his prayer.
Go ahead.
Yeah, concluding my arguments with the words of world's famous theoretical physicist, Dr. Stephen Hawking in 2014 told BBC News that development of full artificial intelligence could end the end of human race. If Your Lordship has no further queries, with your permission, the Council would like to move forward with the prayer.
Yes.
Wherefore, in the light of the issues raised, arguments advanced, and the authorities cited, it is most humbly and respectfully prayed that this Honorable Court may be pleased to uphold CDA's order of revocation of approval and license of the device, to declare that the process followed by the device should be taken into consideration rather than the results produced by the device for the purpose of approval and license by CDA, to declare that the self-developed protocols by a CDA that are in contravention of the rules mandated by law cannot be followed by the device in diagnosis and treatment, and finally, to declare that any technological advancement cannot be considered for the approval or licensing without fitting into the existing legal framework by established protocols, expertise, irrespective of their benefits, and or pass any other order in direction or relief that it may deem fit in the interest of justice, fairness, or equity, and good conscience. For this act of kindness, the respondent, as in duty, shall bound for pray forever. All of this is humbly submitted. It was an absolute honor to argue before this bench.
Thank you, speakers, for the respondent side. Now, the permission of the judges, I would now like to invite the petitioner for the rebuttals.
Court officer, please let them know how much time is left for them.
2 minutes is left for the rebuttals for petitioners.
Right.
Your Lordship, the Council seeks permission to start with the rebuttal.
Yes, but within 2 minutes, you will have to finish.
Indeed, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, the Council would just like to give some brief points. So the first point is regarding the contentions of the opposite council's Speaker 1 regarding the revocation of the license. Your Lordship, the Council believes that it has been stated properly, as well as it is given in the clarifications and issue number 1, that there was actually a revocation of the license. And moving forward, when the Council has stated the idea of fair hearing, and has said that the petitioners have not brought the topic of natural justice, the Council would just like to state that there was actually the discussion of natural justice, where the Council has Council has contended that there was no fair chance of a hearing given to the petitioners, which comes under the concept of natural justice. And moving forward, the Council has stated the credibility of the Dr. Perfect and all the medical practitioners in the country. But the Council would like to contend that the respondents have failed to understand the importance or the credibility that should be given to the owners or the actual persons who are selling the products in the country, that is Minto Biotech. Relying on the credibility of a doctor who was just part of the creation of the device and just not giving any chance of hearing to the actual owners of the device, or the company itself states that their intentions was somewhere else. And about the aspect where the Speaker 1 was speaking on behalf of Speaker 2 for the data protection and the cybersecurity reasons, it is contended that the petitioners have already stated all these contentions when they were being granted the license. So, and now the point of raising the issue of data protection and all the issue of the data being centrally linked has no base, because it was given and it was a known fact to CDA before getting the approval. So raising the question of data protection does not have any ground here. And the Speaker Just one point, the speaker 2 has given the example of the creation of a monster about in the book or something. The device here is not, you cannot act as a monster or something. It's for the betterment of the society, and that is what Minto has stated in its arguments. That's all from the side of the petitioner. This was an honor arguing before this honorable bench. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker. Now I invite the respondent for the rebuttals.
Court officer, please specify the time also, which is available with it.
Ma'am, she had already taken 4 minutes, but since the judges did not ask to deduct the time, she still has 4 minutes left.
Right. Sir, what would you say? Because they have already exceeded their time.
I think maybe she should finish in 2 minutes.
2 minutes, yes. Nice, thank you. You're muted.
Apologies, Your Lordship. Much obliged for this favor of the court, Your Lordship. The first rebuttal made by my learned opposite brother counsel said that the credibility of the license of the CDA, the revocation of the license of the CDA, was merely based on the presumptions of the doctors and not on the statements of the manufacturers, Your Lordship, as contended. Your Lordship, in the present case, in the present intention, I would like to say that the manufacturers themselves are aggrieved party in this suit, Your Lordship. Even if the device has some shortcoming, we cannot assume that they will come to CDA to inform us about the shortcoming, Your Lordship. The shortcomings can only be interpreted by the third party, Your Lordship, or some other party. But in the present case, Dr. Perfect is also not a third party, Your Lordship. Dr. Perfect is the inventor of the device. Moreover, the Semantical Medical Association, Your Lordship, it holds some credibility, Your Lordship. It is a team of experts, Your Lordship. It is, and the other Semantical Medical Cardiologist Society is also a team of experts in the Society of Cardiology, Your Lordship. The present country of Semantica cannot make any such society which does not contain credible experts, Your Lordship. This was the first contention. Another contention is that my learned counsel also said that about the data protection, Your Lordship, that it has never been mentioned in the fact sheet. Again, the counsel would like to reiterate that my learned co-counsel never said that the data protection was infringed by Dr. AI, Your Lordship. It was just made as a contention that in future, certain advanced technological development should be considered in the way of legal framework as it might possess a threat to data protection, Your Lordship. We have never talked about Dr. AI as infringing the right to privacy or the data protection for that matter, Your Lordship. Moreover, my learned counsel also said that the consideration of monster with the instant case cannot be justified, Your Lordship. As my co-counsel said that Your Lordship.
Yes, please wind up.
Your Lordship, the counsel humbly submits that in the present case, the contention has just been made as for the monster, not with the regard to Dr. AI. Again, it was dealt in the fourth issue with any technological advancement which can turn into a monster because it has potential for it to turn into one. Your Lordship, and this has been made in regard to any advanced technological advancement which are not in conformity with the expertise and the framework and the legal framework, Your Lordship. This was all from the side of the petitioner in this case. Your Lordship, it was a great pleasure before arguing this court, Your Lordship. Much obliged, Your Lordship.
Thank you, Speaker. With that, we have come to the end of the semi-final round.